How can low income and high expense be good? So our rich dad said money is just an idea, and this last few paragraphs contain some very important ideas. If you understand fully why low income and high expense are good, then move on. If not, please invest some time in discussing this point with someone who has also read this book. This idea is the pivotal point of this book. It also explains why many rich people go broke, so please do your best to understand the point. Because it makes little sense to be creative, build an asset and make a lot of money, only to lose it all. When I studied the 90/10 rule, the one thing I discovered is that the 90% who earn the 10% are people who want high income and low expense. That is why they stay there. A guideline. So the question is, how can low income and high expense make you rich? The answer is found in how the sophisticated investor utilizes the tax law and corporate laws to bring those expenses back to the income column. For example, this is a diagram of what sophisticated investor is working to do. The 10% who makes 90%. Income statement, income to asset. Again, the question is, how can low income and high expense make you rich? If you can begin to understand how and why this is done, then you will begin to see a world of greater and greater financial abundance. Compare this previous diagram with the following diagram. The 90% who make 10%. This is the financial diagram of the most world population. In other words, the money comes in the income column and goes out the expense column and never comes back in. That is why so many people try to budget, save money, be frugal, and cut back on expenses. This diagram also describes the people who will emphatically say, my house is an asset, even though the money goes out the expense column and does not return. At least not immediately. Or the person who say, I'm losing money each month, but the government gives me tax break to lose money. They say that rather than say, I'm making money on my investment and the government gives me a tax break to make money. My rich dad said one of the most important controls you can have is found in this question. What percentage of the money going out your expense column winds up back in your income column in the same month? Rich dad spent hours and days on this subject with me. By understanding his point of view, I saw a completely different world that the most people do not see. I could see a world of ever increasing wealth. Unlike people who work hard, earn a lot of money and keep their expense down. So I asked yourself the same question. What percentage of the money going out your expense column come back in your income column in the same month? If you can understand how this is done, you should be able to see and create a world of ever increasing wealth. If you are having difficulty understanding this idea, find someone else and discuss how it may be done. If you can begin to understand it, you will begin to understand what a sophisticated investor is doing. It was the discussion and it's why you may want to read and discuss this book often. It really was written to change a person's point of view from the world of not enough money to the point of creating a world of too much money. What is the value of a network marketing business? When I speak to network marketing companies, I often say to them, "You don't know the value of network marketing business." I say that because many network marketing businesses always focus on how much money such a business can generate. I often warn them that it's not how much money they make, but it's much money they can invest with protect the loss that is important. That is what the e-quadrant cannot do. To me, that advantage is one of the biggest advantages of a network marketing business. If used properly, a network marketing business can make a far richer than merely the residual income the business generates. I have several friends who have made tens of $millions in network marketing and are still broke today. When I speak to industry, I often remind the leaders of network marketing that a vital part of their job is not only to educate people how to make a lot of money, but to educate them how to keep the money they make. It is through their expenses that they will ultimately become rich or poor. Why are more business better than one? It is not only network marketing people who fail to realize the true value of the business. I have seen entrepreneurs who are good at building a business yet do not realize the true value of that business. The reason this happens is that many people believe that you only build a business to sell it. That is the idea of a business owner who does not know what a sophisticated investor knows about the tax law and corporate laws. Instead of building a business to buy assets, they often just build the business, sell it, pay the taxes, put the cash in the bank and start all over again. I have had several friends who have built business just to sell them. Two friends of mine have sold their companies for cash and then lost all the cash in their next business venture. They lost because the 90/10 rule for business survival is still a fact. These two was individuals from the S quadrant who built B quadrant businesses. They then sold those businesses to people from the B quadrant. The buyer recognized the often unseen value of a B quadrant business, so the friend who sold the business ultimately went broke, even though they had collected several millions of dollars. The business they sold went on to make the new owners even richer. A sophisticated business owner and investor will do their best to keep the business as long as possible and have it acquire as many stable assets as possible. As my Richard said, the main reason I build a business is for the asset that business buys me. For many entrepreneurs, the business they build is their only asset because they utilize the single cooperation strategy and fail to harness the power of a multi-cooperation investment strategy.